the statement of objectives that the Weather Service issued for the contract that we're on very much lent themselves to an ITIL approach. As you can see, we have an NCF, which is our service desk, and through that service desk we provide incident management. I'm very happy to say that over 90% of all the incidents are handled at the Tier 1 at the service desk, and that's something that we're continuing to strive to do better and better at. The operations and maintenance has been made more efficient, I believe, and less risk-prone through ITIL. Now, there's some interesting things I want to get to on this chart. One of the things I want to leverage, though, off of what Chuck said was the critical nature of AWIPS. If AWIPS does not work, people can die. Back on June 4th, there was a severe line of thunderstorms that rolled through this area. The Sterling Forecast Office issued over 70 separate warnings for the DC area. Many of you probably lost power. Hopefully you've all got it back. And you may get your warnings from the Weather Channel, or you may get your warnings from WTOP, but that all comes from the Weather Service, from the forecast offices. And those warnings don't get out unless AWIPS is working. So we really take the mission of it very, very seriously. Some of the things that we saw was that by implementing ITIL or laying ITIL over some things we were already doing pretty well, we would get a customer-focused, process-oriented approach. Optimum service against the service level agreements, metrics-driven decisions. So let's look at some of the information on the right-hand box. Did ITIL give us all these improvements? No. Would we have been going down the road to make these sorts of improvements as we evolved the program? Yes. Does ITIL help us in our way to get there in the midst of this journey? Absolutely. We've just in the last few months gotten, every year we get a field customer satisfaction, 92% field satisfaction. The field is our end users. So I think the ITIL instantiation that we've used with AWIPS is really helping the end user get the service that they need to keep those watches and warnings and forecasts coming out. We've been able to take more proactive actions in pre-severe weather environments based on our approach to be prepared going forward. We talked earlier, or was talked earlier about SLAs. We have 33 SLAs on our program. We're extremely SLA bound. That actually helped us in going through and beginning to put our ITIL processes in place. We don't have a 5-9 system, but we're pretty close to 4 9s, and that's both for the WAN and for the satellite broadcast network. Product delivery over the SBN, as Chuck has mentioned, within the last 6 months to a year, has increased 35%. No hiccups, no glitches, no issues. Again, it's going down this journey, I believe, and going down the ITIL path. Laying over something that is already working well with ITIL, I think, has been very beneficial to us, and a CCB process that we work together with the Weather Service on. What are the key components to introducing ITIL in our environment? Again, we had it easy. We had a very, very well-bound scope. We need visible management commitment, which we've gotten, and that's within the AWIPS program. And Buddy Ritchie will talk in a few minutes a little bit about lessons learned, and he's the manager, and within the Raytheon management. Also, a very supportive customer. Chuck has been to ITIL training. Many of our staff have been to ITIL training. He has espoused the things that we've tried to do to improve on the program. Training and communication, you heard that earlier today. It can't stress it enough. Foundations training for key personnel, ongoing training. Cheryl Eierman is our ITIL master, who's working with us to implement ITIL and ISO 20000, which we'll talk about, on our program. So she has gone through the extensive master level training and has done very well with that and has helped us out. That's a dedicated ITIL manager, full-time, certified, she's PMP. It's a unique combination of skills, and that's helped us, I think, quite a bit. Baselining and benchmarking, participating in benchmarking surveys like APQC, and additional industry standard benchmarks. These have all been key components in our journey, and we're not done in our journey through ITIL as we take it out here on the open road in the real world.